You partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the life that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. Little did you know I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly. Just realize what it is and pass the lie. So don't be shy to get high. Got this green for the goodbye. Don't hold back on this here fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real.
YouTube, what's up, what's up, what's up? We don't have much time to talk. We are about 5.5 hours away from our delivery. And we got to be there about 5 o'clock. And so we're about 8 hours short of getting there. Not short, but 8 hours ahead of time. So we just got some fuel. And we're going to try to put these 350 miles behind us. And get there on time so we're not late. Y'all know I hate being late. But with trucking, a majority of the time it is against your there we go. It is against your I don't know. It's not in your control. Whatever. Anyway, let's roll. But not before you guys roll the intro music.
I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Relax your mind and let it unwind. No time for fights. Just open your eyes to see the light. Don't hesitate now. There's too much in front of you to take prepare for the best, cause only your mind holds the curse that you partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the love that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. Little did you know, I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Ooh, this is the love and the flow that I live by. Just realize what it is and pass the lie. So don't be shy to get high. Got this green for the goodbye. Don't hold back on this new fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know, I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, fly, I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know, I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, fly,
Man, as y'all can see, these hills are nothing to joke about. Not only is doing all of this, but the little sharp curves and stuff. I mean, it's 5% grades. It's not horrible. You know, I've done the whole Grand Canyon and with the Dead Man's Pass and Hell's Canyon before. I mean, so this is not that bad. But one thing about out here, though, it takes you by surprise. Like, you don't really see it until you get right up on it. But love the scenery out here. Love it. I see a bunch of campsites, so I'm going to have to bring the family out here. We'll probably get like an RV or something and come out here and go camping out here in the hills. We just crossed over. We were in West Virginia. Now we're in Virginia. But yeah, I love it out here. I've been out here a few times, but the past few times it's always been raining or like an overcast. I think this is my first time with it just being open and sunny. But I do have to be careful. I've been watching my water temperature gauge, and she's been getting up there to about 230 degrees on some of these steep hills. And so I'm really having to watch it. Right now we're sitting at about 190 or so we're okay. But as soon as it starts passing like 210, 215, I'm kind of watching it. Truckers, long grade, used lower grade for 7.5 grades. Yeah, so we're just doing a bunch of this. But right now we're about to go down a pretty steep one. All right, what's this say? Next 7 miles, okay. Oh, dude, you're in a bad spot here, buddy. I know that's it's gotta be nerve-wracking. Runaway truck ramp, 1 mile. All right, so we know we got a steep one up here. Yeah, this one's for sure gonna be pretty steep. These guys are going a little too fast, but maybe they know what they're doing. Right now we're going about 60 miles an hour. It's picking up to 65. We're going to let the Jakes do their job and slow down just a little bit. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Okay. Actually, before we get it up, got a truck ramp right there. Let's go ahead and downshift. Oh, yeah. That's a runaway truck ramp right there in front of us, you guys. So in case you lose your brakes, you just hop up on that, and it's usually like a sandbox or something. Catch the truck. Just in case you lose your brakes or your brakes catch fire or something happens, you just take that little ramp up there. Ooh, we're pretty high up, man. But yeah, you just take that ramp and you sink. It's almost like you're sitting in quicksand almost, but it catches you instead of you going down a mountain with no brakes, because it's obviously not good. Alright, Shaft, we're going a little fast there. When you're going down a mountain like this, you want to use your Jake brakes. You do not want to use your brakes because they will heat up and they will burn up. I'm seeing it happen multiple times.
In 10 miles, take exit 101 on the left to merge onto I-74 east toward Mount Airy.
Right now I'm just using my Jake brakes. And when I need to increase my speed because I'm going too slow, I just turn them off a little bit. I'm increasing speed, I use them again. I want to keep it about 55 miles an hour going down, just to be safe. I'm not going, there's another runaway truck ramp right there. Ooh, that was pretty high up too, man. Okay, so the grade is not that bad. It's just really consistent. But yeah, we're keeping it at 55 miles an hour. Just to be safe. Turn my Jakes off. And as soon as we get to about 60 miles an hour, I'll throw them on again. I could go up one more gear, but we're going to keep it safe. right here in 11th gear going down, just in case it gets steeper. Right now it's pretty consistent, but just in case there's a drop down here or something. And plus, when you're going downhill, you don't want to switch your gears because you might not find it. Your RPMs might be too high going down to where you not be able to find a gear. And once you're not able to find a gear, that's it. You're out of there. I'm using a combination of being in a lower gear and my Jake brakes to help maintain my speed. Alright, so we're kind of being maintained right now. We might go up one gear here in a second. Oh, nope. We're going to keep it right here. Y'all see how that runaway truck ramp up ahead, this brownish color sand? And you run up there and that sand's going to catch you. Still going down. Still got about 2 more miles. Alright, we're gonna go one more gear here. So now we're in 12th gear. My RPMs were higher than I wanted them to be going down. So we'll go down the rest of the way in 12th gear. And plus I'm looking at my GPS and I don't see any more twisting and turning. So after this little curve here, it looks like it's pretty straight down. And we're about to enter into North Carolina here in a minute. All right, straight shut down, 13th gear, let's go. Everybody getting off. But yeah, going down a hill, going down a mountain, you do not want to use your brake pedal. Because using that, you will burn those brakes up, especially somewhere out in the desert when it's super hot. You know, with the heat and the concrete, and you adding heat to those brakes by applying the brakes, you're likely gonna catch fire or lose your brakes. So use your Jake brakes if you're in a manual truck. Shift down before you drop down. See, truckers check brakes before entering rest area. Okay. But yeah, just little tips when you're going up and down mountains. Never shift when you're in the middle of going down. Usually the same gear you're going up the mountain is the same gear you want to go down. Come on, car. Where you at? There you are. Get on them. Come on, get on. Yeah, so we got another 170 miles. We are about 35 minutes late to our appointment dealing with this. But I did have to keep it at about 45 going through those mountains because of my water temperature gauge. But we're going to be a little late. But I already contacted the agent, broker. And they said, you know, it's fine, we'll be okay.
Relax your mind and let it unwind. No time for fights, just open your eyes to see the light. Don't hesitate now, there's too much in front of you to take a hit now. Prepare for the worst, but prepare for the best, 'cause only your mind holds the curse that you partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the love that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. It Little did you know I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly. Ooh, this is the love and the flow that I live by. Just realize what it is and pass the lie. So don't be shy to get high. Got this green for the get by. Don't hold back on this here fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly.
All right, so here's our current situation. So originally when I booked this load, they told me I had an 8 p.m. appointment on Saturday. I said, okay, cool. It said the exact same thing on the load board. Okay, cool. So I booked the load. When I get the paperwork, it says 5 p.m. Right? So I hit them up like, yo, what's up with this? Oh, well, yeah, it's actually at 5 p.m. Okay. I told them there's no guarantee that I could make it just with my hours of service and everything. But they said it shouldn't be a problem. They'll make it work. I said, okay, cool. This is to the broker I was talking to. Okay, cool. So I pick up the load anyway. I bring it here. And I called them and I said, hey, 5 o'clock's not going to work. I ran into some traffic, blah, 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 and such. I'll get there around 6. They said, okay, we'll let the customer know. So then I called the customer myself and let them know, hey, I won't be there till 6. They said, get here at 6, not a minute later. And if you get here by 6, we'll unload you. I said, okay, cool. So I get there into the guard shack at 6:01. I pull in, they check me in and blah, blah, blah. And she says, well, at 6:01, it's after 6. We can't unload you. So we're not going to get unloaded. We have to sit on this load, and I'm currently waiting on it to get rescheduled. Facility is right there behind me. So because I got here at 6:01, they are not going to unload me. And so now I'm just waiting on a phone call from the broker to see what's going to happen next. Meanwhile, when I pull in to hear the guard, I turn the truck off. I'm talking to the guard. They tell me I can't get unloaded. I got to reschedule. I say, okay, fine, whatever. I crank the truck up. Light comes on. Your truck has been derated down to 5 miles an hour. I'm like, what the heck? And it tells me that I am out of depth. So apparently all this time, my depth needle, well, I don't know how recent it has been, but my depth needle is off and I have no depth in the truck. And so my truck has been derated down to 5 miles an hour. And so I was able to creep it out of the facility and get it right here. And so now we're parked on this little intersection on the slab. There's a little slab right here. See, there's the slab, and parked at an intersection. So I gotta walk 2 miles, and hopefully that is the problem. Hopefully it's nothing else. Hopefully it is just out of depth and it's not something more serious. So I'm gonna walk this 2 miles up here to this QT and see if they have the box of the blue def in the container. And I'll just buy that, walk it back here, put some def in the truck, and see if that works. So let's take this actually, let's get my keys and lock the truck up. It's not like I can go anywhere anyway. Let's get my keys, lock the doors, and take this 2 mile walk. So there she is, back there. So we're gonna take this little 2 mile walk, go grab this def, and come on back. I told you guys, see the facility is right there, and I was able to keep the truck right there. I told you guys, never a dull moment, huh? But, well, on the bright side, at least it's not hot. Actually a really nice breeze out here. Sun is setting, as y'all can see. Where's the sun at? I guess it's back there. It's back there. So it's a nice little breeze. I'm out here in the boondocks, guys, look. But yeah, so we're gonna go grab this def and hope that's the problem. It might mess up my plans tomorrow. We're trying to meet up with Brad to get the truck looked at, but we will see. I've been blowing up the broker and trying to get a hold of him because he's been blowing me up all day. Are you there? Are you there yet? How far away? How far away are you? And now that I'm hitting him up and letting him know I'm stranded out here, I can't get in touch with him. So nothing against the foreign brokers, but they are really hard to work with. If you work with foreign brokers or you are a Landstar driver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you know what I'm talking about, I can only say so much, so y'all can say more than I can. So just in the comment section, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But a lot of the foreign agents, they are really complicated to work with. So, and it's one of those. Today started off excellent, but just due to your typical, road situations out here, But I don't know why what was the appointment yesterday? It was at a 7 p.m. pickup yesterday. And then it was a 5 p.m. drop off today. And it was about a 9.5 hour, 10 hour drive. You can't get a 10 hour break, 30-minute break, and all that stuff included in that. Like, they booked the appointments way too close to each other. So, and I told them that. So, I don't know. It was just setting me up for failure to begin with. First, they told me the wrong time. But it is what it is. As soon as homeboy calls me back, we'll get it figured out. They're not having it for a couple of days either. So, if I didn't make all the revenue I did this week, I'd be pissed off. But since we made about $9,000 in revenue this week, about $9,200 in revenue, I'm not too mad. So, otherwise I'd be pissed. But I do have a pickup on Monday that I have to make. So we'll see how that goes. This is I-95, guys. So we're right here off of I-40 and I-95 in Dunn, North Carolina. And that's where we're going. Made it. I might come park here for the night. I don't know. You got a Hardee's. I don't know. I might stay in that spot over there, or I might come down here. I don't know. Yeah, I might come down here. I feel a lot safer over here. One box left. One box left. Oh, it's heavy. All right, guys. We're on our way back to the truck. In Carolina, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a truck back there with the Carolina lean. Y'all need to do better. Come on. I don't know if y'all can see it back there. And that guy just gave me a ride, guys. So he works at the facility over there. He saw me walking, gave me a lift. That's where we're going. All right. All right, we got any def in there yet? Come on now. Come on. All right, come on. Nita's moving up. Come on. All right. Needle's still going up. Warning lights went off. All right. Let's see how much this puts in there, and then we're gonna go down there and get some def later. But think we're okay. All right, that seemed to have do the trick. So, I don't know what's going on with my depth gauge. It shows that I have about 1/8 of a tank now, which is about accurate with what I put in there. Because it said that I had about about 1/4 of a tank in there. And then when I turned the truck off and cranked it back up, it said, oh, by the way, you're out of depth. Like, so what the heck? So now we're trying to get off this little bitty lot. We're gonna park up here at this Circle K where we got our blue DEF from. Shout out to Blue DEF. Thank y'all for carrying your DEF in a carton. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. Well, I know what I would have done. I would have crept the truck up here. I wasn't gonna pay for a record just for, 2 miles up the road. No sirree. I would have crept it up here, put my flashes on, and said, hey, move around me. Turn these chicks on. There we go. Is there any spots up here left? I think we'll have to make a spot after we get some DEF. Actually, we'll get some DEF tomorrow as well. Nah, we'll get it tomorrow. Let's go find us a parking spot. Like they might be full. Go back around this way. Okay, well, yeah, they're full. So we're just gonna make a spot. Oh, it says no parking, too. Well, y'all, we're still sitting here. We're at the Circle K where we got our blue DEF. And we still have not heard from the broker. What time is it now? It's almost 9 o'clock and we have not heard a word from him. I've tried calling, I've tried texting, I've tried emailing, and we have not heard from him. So, I don't know. We might be stuck with this load till Monday. They might be able to get us out of here Sunday. I am going to go up there tomorrow just to say, hey, can y'all unload me? Help me out, look out for me. But if not, we're stuck with this load indefinitely. So, I don't know. But we try to get that figured out. In the meantime, I don't know. This is getting really old, guys. So, I'm gonna get this figured out. Meanwhile, I will catch you guys tomorrow. This is definitely going to affect a few things, but I don't know. We'll take it as it comes. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will see some of y'all at the Texas Truck Show down in Houston, Texas, June 24th and June 25th. I will see some of you over on my wife's channel. And I will see the rest of you. Where else am I at? Instagram, y'all can follow me there. Lone Star Texas Ranger, same thing there. I'm all over the place. You just gotta look for me. But I will catch you guys next time.
Nothing compared to a step deck. Nothing can compare to it. Like right now we're doing 64, and the weight feels really good. Can you believe this is my first time doing it though? Turn the AC down just a little bit so y'all can hear me. I already been weighed empty. My empty weight is 47,660 pounds. That's my empty weight. I'm driving this truck, it already feels like I always got a load on me, like I said before. I got a pilot.